Hey guys, what's going on? It's Davidian here with the second episode in my DayZ collection. This episode is going to be another basic introduction to new players video. Just covering up some of the stuff that I didn't cover in the last video. So first things first, in the last video what I didn't state, I took a couple of hits. And if I right click, you can see that my view is rather shaky. And that is because when you take a couple of hits from a zombie, you can either break your bones or start bleeding, which you can sort out with a bandage, or you can suffer shock. And in order to sort out your shock, you just right click on some painkillers that you have in your inventory and just go take painkillers. And if you close that, if you right click again, looking down the iron sight, you can see it's cured my my shock. So we've got that sorted already. I've also started recording at 720, so the quality should be a lot better, but my screen is a little bit smaller, harder to see. So sorry if the icons are all scrunched up for you guys, but it should look a little bit better. I will be recording at 1080p when I get a new monitor by the end of this month. Right, okay, so when I logged out, I remember I was in Electro, if I'm correct. Now, I'm playing on a server. I'm not too sure if I stated this in the previous video, but I'm playing on a server that is quite quiet. So there's just me, and if we press P, yeah, we can just see that I'm the only player in the server. So I don't really have to worry about bandits, but I do, however, have to worry about zombies, because they are still a major threat. But then again, once you've mastered the behavior of zombies, it's not really so much to worry about. It's just players that you need to be scared of. I did get a comment on the DayZ forum saying I'm just running around like an idiot. That is true. I am being very careless right now, but it's only because I know that I'm the only player on the server. As for my last video, there was just me and one other guy, and the chances of us meeting were quite slim. With that aside, if you're a new player, I would suggest playing on a low player server, just so that you can get the feel for like losing zombies and just learning their behavior, and not have to worry about being shot in the face by another player. But zombies are really stupid because you can easily lose them. Look. See that building there? I'm just going to run through it even though there's a zombie blocking my way. And look, they just start walking because it's a building. How easy. But yes, zombie AI was another thing I did not cover. The zombie AI in this game is like a sort of infantry AI, I think, because it's a mod from the Arma 2 game. So these zombies do try to flank you, but sometimes they don't always do it, but they can do it, so be careful when going out the exits of a building. What else? Yes, also with their AI, they like to run in zigzags. If you haven't noticed this already, I'll try to get an example of a zombie running in a zigzag for me. Where is he? Come on. Zombies! Oh, hello. See that? that guy there, he's running in a zigzag. Makes him harder to shoot, which is pretty cool. A little bit unrealistic though. How many zombies would you see in a zombie apocalypse that runs in zigzags? But apparently that may be sorted in the standalone version of DayZ when it gets released. But I'm not too bothered. I can aim. But if you guys can't, then just don't be as stupid as me and pull as much aggro as I am now. Now, I'm extremely lost. I don't know. I think I've been in this building. Or I may not have. I know I'm in Electro. Oh. But, whereabouts is another matter. So I'm probably going to, I'm going to go to that church there. That seems like a good idea. Seems I can't find a factory. Oh yeah, another text in my video. So yeah, I will be making a video for how to play the game if there are more players on the server. Because this is not... Although I'm teaching you the basics, how I am acting in terms of just running out in the open is something you should not do. And I can't stress that enough because I am so visible right now. Like, bandits, you want to be aware of, obviously. They could just be sat in that building there. They could be over here. And they would just easily pick me out. Not a problem. That's all it takes. One bullet. And another thing about DayZ, which I did not mention in my previous video. If you die, you have to start again. And you will lose everything that you had. So try and make your life count as much as possible. Wreck as much things as possible. Hell, kill as many players as you like. But with that said, in the top right hand corner of the screen, in the brown box, there is a little statistics, or yes, of your character. There is a blood level, so it says how much health I have. There's also underneath the blood a humanity level. And what the humanity states is how good you are as a player. Ooh, an AK-47. I will collect that once I have cleared my... Right, yeah. I think I can safely pick that up. Right, we'll drop the Winchester and we'll pick up AK. Hooray, a good gun. Okay, sorry about that. A little distracted. Humanity. What makes you a good player? So, mine's at 2,520 at the minute. If you are to kill a player, your humanity will drop a lot. And what happens when it drops to a certain amount is that when it goes into minus, your skin will change into a bandit skin. You'll end up getting a balaclava. That's what you'll look like. You have a balaclava on your head, and that is what a bandit looks like. If you, however, kill bandits, your humanity goes up, and then as a reward, I don't know how many it is, but when you kill enough bandits, your skin will change to the hero skin. And I've only seen the hero skin through picture on the DayZ forums, so I cannot give you an example of this, I'm afraid. So yes, hero skins. If a player is shooting at you, however, and you turn around and kill them, if they are not a bandit, your humanity will still go down. So you want to be careful. Is it worth getting your humanity down? Or do you really care at all? Is a good question. To be fair, I would say just don't hold back. Shoot. If you need to shoot, shoot. Anything to save your skin. Right, so I want to go to Chernogorsk, the second biggest city on the coast. Now, as I was saying earlier about the way I'm playing, not a good way to play, because obviously you do not have a weapon, and the last thing you need to do is go to a major city weaponless. And that is exactly what I have done in this video. Oh, he's running a bit funny. Yeah, do not go to a major city weaponless and not prepared, because there will be people camping buildings and they will be willing to shoot you for your loot. It's funny because you will actually be killed just for food. That is what it's like. Just imagine if this was real and you were starving, you probably would kill to survive for yourself. As stupid as it sounds, it would actually happen. So I managed to lose the aggro through running through trees. So that's good. So when you start off as a new player, what I recommend you would do is run into the hills, like the tree line. And the reason for this is because in the woods is possibly the safest place you can be. Two things you can encounter when entering the woods. You could find a tent, and a tent is something that a player has set up, and they may store items or weapons in it. So this could be highly rewarding if you find one. Mind you, you don't always find them in the woodland. I have sometimes encountered them in towns, which isn't an ideal place to set one up. So people tend to set them up in the woods where they're hidden, of course. Another thing you can come across in the woodlands are deer stands, and deer stands spawn military loot, but they also spawn military zombies. So what you want to do when you do find these deer stands is slowly approach them by proning on the floor and using your middle mouse button, scrolling up and down till you get the climb ladder feature, and then climb the ladder. And sometimes there will be some highly rewarding loot in there. But no guarantees. This is DayZ. Expect the unexpected. You know the drill. Other things to cover. I'm probably going to show you a little bit how the zombies act when you're in prones. Show you how close you can get to the zombies. As I didn't quite cover it, I just covered the visuals. Peripheral dot? Nothing. Wonderful. Running along in the countryside also, you can also encounter choppers, crashed helicopters, and they also spawn military loot, which can also be highly rewarding. Find loads of silenced weapons. I tend to find when I loot those. And there's nothing better than a nice silenced weapon. Definitely keeps the aggro off of you. I will probably at some point turn this into a series also, where I'll just make a let's play, I guess. Or I could turn this one into a let's play, and then you get to see how I would play with my character. That sounds so wrong. I didn't mean it to sound like that. I'm so sorry. But yeah, you will see how I would go about entering high, like threatening areas, because I have taken some criticism on my last video saying I was being too careless. So this is fine. You can be careless with zombies though. Zombies are not an issue. They are so easy to avoid. So easy. It's like I may have said in the first video. Once you've learned the behavior of a zombie, your biggest threat are players. Right, so where are these zombies? Oh, hunting zombies. I feel like Stephen Irwin. Right, so here's a load of non-enterable houses. Right, I'm going to show you how close I can get to this zombie. Being in prone. I have no bars on my eyes and no bars on my ears. So you can get relatively close. Here we go. Do 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 do. Come on. Now the problem is I don't want to get too insanely close because standing up is very slow. I could take 1 to 2 hits from a zombie. But as you can see, I am pretty close. Haven't pulled aggro yet. Still haven't pulled aggro. Now, if I'm to back up, let's back this up. Let's back this bitch up. If I'm to get into crouch. Nope, he hasn't seen me. Mind you, I am still 1 bar I. No, 2 bars now, because I'm on the train tracks. Now I'm at 1 bar. 1 eye, no ears. And I've lost him. How about if I stop crouch walking? How much aggro will that pull? So crouch walking is quite effective. If you're gonna crouch though, I find you may as well just be in prone. Right, come on guys. The party has just arrived. Also, when you ooh, little tickle at the back of my throat. When you right click scope down your iron sight, your gun will shake a little bit, but that may not be down to shock. That could be down to fatigue. So don't be too hasty when taking your painkillers. Don't mistake shock for fatigue. So I'm just literally walking by these guys. Sup dudes. Oh shit, I've been seen. Lol 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 lol. So I'm just gonna run away from these guys. That is a little bit of tutorial on how close you can get when proning and crouching zombies. Where are these guys? Are they still behind me? Yes, they are. Come on, Pookie. That's him sorted. You can also loot zombie bodies for food and drink. Sometimes if they're military zombies they may pack a little something more, but I don't think they hold... Oh, a bandage. That'd be nice. I have nothing to put it in. Let's just get rid of some of this pistol ammo. I have a lot of it. Makarov, get in my bag. Plex. Okay. So. We've got plenty of that. That's good. Let's head to Cherno. And that'll probably be where I kill the episode. Trying to think of other things that I may have missed out in my last episode. Oh, I've pulled aggro. Thought I had. Luckily I'm not running a straight line, eh? How dare you? How very dare you? Zombies spawn. Okay, so any type of building, even if they're enterable or non-enterable, they will spawn. I think it's about 500 meters away. Could be a little bit less. I think the wiki may be the best to tell you on this. Although zombies don't spawn at lighthouses for some bizarre reason. They don't spawn at lighthouses, but any other building zombies will spawn at. Like I said, whether they're enterable or not. So there's a good little tip. Seems I'm 1,000... Oh shit! I'm being shot at. Now, chances are this guy is probably hacking, because there's no way this guy would have just found me at random. There's another good tip when playing DayZ. There are a lot of hackers. Okay, so I'm probably not gonna go that way. See what I mean? Not a good example. I've had a couple of bad experiences in the past with hackers. The one time a guy spawned himself into the woods opposite where I was, and he can spawn a crate of weapons, so he took out a sniper rifle with thermal vision on and was, well, opened fire on me and a couple of friends of mine. Okay, so I'm just gonna go over here. Another example of hacking that I've become victim of is there is a hack where when the hacker is near players or zombies, he can kill you, and I fell prey to this when I was hiding in a military sort of industrial building, and a hacker walked near me and my friend's sort of area. Our bones broke, we fell to the ground, next thing you know, we're dead. And that is how cruel DayZ can be sometimes, or the players of DayZ. Apparently hacking will be reduced though in later versions, or maybe when the standalone comes out, but as to when this will be released, we do not know. So I'm going to lose a zombie and then log out, I think. Bloody hills. Right, so this is where I'm going to kill the episode before it gets any more intense, guys. I hope what I've told you has helped a lot, and you've learned a lot, and this has covered what the last episode didn't. So yeah, give us some constructive feedback and I will try to improve my episodes. And yeah, a series will be shortly to follow, and I hope you liked it. Rate and subscribe. See you guys very, very soon. Toodles.